How do you feel your mindset is when there is some disrespect from the crowd? Does it help you play better?
Do you have any other questions other than the crowd? Or are you focused only on that, or any questions about the match or something like that, or is it solely focused on that?
Well, your immediate reaction after was
well, I mean, this is the third question already. I mean, I said what I have to say. I mean,
Novak Djokovic is one of the best, if not the best tennis player in the history of this game. But for some reason, the media don't give him credit for his accomplishments. In many occasions, they try to disrespect him with some weird questions asked. Let's see some of the most iconic moments from his interactions with the media.
When you threw the racket, does it concern you that one day that could cost you dearly? I mean, if the ball were to hit someone today, is that something you think you ought to address?
You guys are unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable?
Yeah, because you're always picking this kind of things. It's incredible.
You keep doing these things. You know, that's
I keep doing these things. Well, why don't I get suspended then?
I'm saying you were close, weren't you? That's what I'm saying.
I'm close. I'm still not suspended, so if I'm not close, I'm not close.
If that ball had hit a spectator, it could have been serious.
It could have been, sure. Or it could have snowed. It could have been snow in O2 Arena today, but it didn't.
So you don't think that gives you're not concerned about your mindset?
So I'm the only player that shows his frustration on the court, right? That's what you want to say. I'm the only player that is showing that.
You
that
are
is
showing though, so
sorry?
You're one of the top-ranked players in the world.
So
you are showing this frustration. I'm asking you, do you think it's an issue for you?
It is not an issue for me. It's not the first time that I did it.
Oh, no.
Right, next question, please.
Novak, your post-match reaction, speaking about some members of the crowd being disrespectful. On reflection, how do you feel now?
Same.
You're a 7-time champion here. Do you feel you get the respect you deserve?
Look, as I said in the post-match interview, I thanked all the people, most of the people in the stadium.
Good night, good night. Very good night. I played in much more hostile environment, trust me. You guys can't touch me.
So I was thankful, I don't take it for granted. Obviously, they're a big part of why I still play, the crowds and people who really appreciate the tennis players and what we do and the efforts we put in, and we appreciate them paying tickets and coming to support us and to support the tennis, to support this beautiful tournament. So, I always try to acknowledge that. But then, when I feel that the crowd is stepping over the line, I react, and I don't regret my words or actions on the court.
How do you feel your mindset is when there is some disrespect from the crowd? Does it help you play better?
Do you have any other questions other than the crowd, or are you focused only on that, or any questions about the match or something like that, or is it solely focused on that?
Well, your immediate reaction after was
well, I mean, this is the third question already. I mean, I said what I have to say. I mean,
what's it been like to be something of the bad guy chasing after Roger and Rafa all these years?
I don't consider myself a bad guy, but I mean, it's your opinion. But I'm not chasing anybody. I'm making my own path and my own journey and, my own history. So I'm privileged to be part of the history of this sport that I love. And as I said on the court, I know about a lot of stats. I don't know about all of them, but they do motivate me even more, to play my best tennis at the events that count the most in our sport.
Yes, good thing for you that they all ask you about Agassi, so nobody asked you about you.
Great.
I'd like to know if...
but that's why you are here.
I'd like to know if when you have a positive attitude, when you say, okay, good that I played 5 sets, but wouldn't you prefer to be Rafa Nadal who wins 6-love, 6-1, 6-love, and 1 hour and 30 minutes? Wouldn't you change?
I really don't understand that question.
Try. Should I ask Agassi?
You should ask Nadal. I think you're a bit late for his press conference. It was 4 hours ago. I am who I am, and I'm happy with that.
Going to look for in Canada. What do you think the next person on there?
First of all, you guys have to understand that I see the way it was presented in the media. I didn't really like it, and I don't think it's fair that you guys point out myself as the decision maker. I am a president of council, but that consists of 10 players, so the majority decides. I am one of the 10.
So why should I be always the one accountable for that if I'm not the one voting? No, give him. I would like to hear what he. Yeah.
Well, if the board members who then vote against your wishes are then ousted, like Roger Rashid was, it does seem like there's pretty direct influence on who picks the board.
It has happened, as I said, it has happened in the past, and they've stayed.
And it does seem like you are voting, from what I've heard, you are voting in the majority consistently. This is not like you're getting overshadowed. And you are the leader by title in this group. And you're the number one.
And your source is reliable.
Sure. Well,
Okay.
if you ever want to say anything about what happens there, you can shed more transparency on it.
You have first-hand information from the council?
Sure.
Sure?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if you wanted to refute something, great. But if you just want to say you're not saying the right thing and give no counter story, that's not as useful.
Then we can work on a one-on-one later, okay?
I would like to answer that, please. So, I know you guys are looking for a story, and when you have a certain agenda behind certain stories and articles that are written, and you cannot always react and act from the position of defense, because then you would expose your weakness, or then what does that mean? That we have to react to every certain article that you write or anybody writes? Because you're exposing counsel, you're exposing me as an individual, that I am against certain individuals that were, I don't know, on the board or leading the association or something like that. I just don't understand your comment about that we have to react with the opposing story on every single article. It doesn't make any sense.
I understand the consequences of my decision. And one of the consequences of my decision was not going to Australia, and I was prepared not to go. And I understand that not being vaccinated today, I'm unable to travel to most of the tournaments at the moment.
And that's a price you're willing to pay?
That is the price that I'm willing to pay.
Ultimately, are you prepared to forego the chance to be the greatest player that ever picked up a racket, statistically, because you feel so strongly about this jab?
Yes. I do.
But as things stand, if this means that you miss the French Open, is that a price you'd be willing to pay?
Yes, that is the price that I'm willing to pay.
And if it means that you miss Wimbledon this year, again, that's a price you're willing to pay?
Yes.
Why, Novak? Why? Why?
Because the principles of decision-making on my body are more important than any title or anything else. I'm trying to be in tune with my body as much as I possibly can.
And to all those people that have chosen to disrespect the player, in this case me, have a good night.
Commenting on Rune and that they weren't disrespecting you.
They were. I don't accept it. No. I've been on the tour for more than 20 years, so trust me, I know all the tricks. I played in much more hostile environment, trust me. You guys can't touch me.
Congratulations, Novak, on a second win here this week. You seem a bit... Okay, we're going to wait for this. Novak, you seemed a bit upset in that second set. What happened in this match?
Why? What was I upset? For what? Why? What was I upset? For what? Well, I lost the match. I lost the set, so it's normal.
How do you reflect on the match today?
Good win. Good win. Good win. Good win.
Okay. Thank you. Cheers.